Hello, and welcome to the Yoga Studies Institute. My name is Bob Serino, and I'm so grateful that you chose to practice with us today. Here at YSI, we do yoga different. A lot of people just think about yoga as the outer practice of how we put our body in space. But at the Yoga Studies Institute, we focus on combining the inner world with the outer world, which is what yoga was originally intended to be. It's yoga that changes your world, not just your body. We source our information from the most classic and authentic texts in yoga, and we offer that to you through daily meditations, through daily asana practices, and through a rich assortment of courses on our platform. So if you want to dig in and truly experience yoga and feel happier and healthier and full of purpose, then you've come to the right place. Develop a daily practice with us and see the change for yourself.
Hello and welcome to the Yoga Studies Institute. My name is Eva Kulich, teaching from Vancouver, Canada. And today we're going to be doing a half an hour asana sequence based on the first two of the 5 layers of the body. So the first 2 layers of the body are the breath, the body, so our physical body, how we move it. And the second layer is the breath. And these two are very connected. When we move our body, the breath becomes altered, and when we alter our breath, the body becomes altered. So we're going to be focusing on these 2 layers of the 5 and understanding and going deeper in our understanding with how the body and the breath influence the prana, the subtle channels of our body, which influence our thoughts, which then influence our seeds, our mental imprints that we make in our mind that create our reality. So I hope you enjoy it, and let's begin in a tall seat with the eyes closed. You can have a hand on the belly and a hand on the heart. And take a moment to take a deep inhale and exhale out of the mouth. One more time, deep belly breath. And exhale out. Feeling the belly expand on the inhale. Inhaling all the way up to your collarbones. And exhale. And take a moment to set an intention for your practice today. How can we use the body, our movement of the body and our breath to influence what seeds we plant? And maybe holding your intention clearly in your mind and your heart throughout our practice together. And taking one more deep inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. We can slowly open our eyes and bring the hands to the knees. And we'll begin some Sufi grinds. So just rooting through both sit bones. It's kind of like a circular cat-cow. So on our inhale, opening through the fronts of the body. And on our exhale, coming into a tuck. And all this while, we're kind of stirring our spine in the bowl of our pelvis. Coming back to center and switching the crossing of the legs and going in the other direction. Beautiful. Coming to stillness. And lock the elbows onto the arms. Lock the elbows and have the hands on the knees, and we're going to come into spinal twist, shoulder lever. So lock the right elbow and keep it locked, and you can have a slight bend in the left elbow as we twist deeply over to the left. Push that right hand against the right knee. And breathe deeply here. If you have a hard time with the legs crossed, you can always come into Virasana position, sitting on the heels. Whatever works for you. This is your practice. Wherever you are, taking another deep breath. And exhale out of the mouth. Inhaling back to center, changing the crossing of our legs and going in the other direction. Taking deep breaths here. Letting the breath open the body. Coming back to center and closing the knees, giving yourself a hug. Beautiful. Let's make our way onto our hands and knees for cat-cow. So hands directly underneath the shoulders, knees hip-width apart, toes can be curled. And on our inhale, lifting the sit bones up, belly drops, heart opens and throat opens, opening the front body. Exhale, tailbone tucks, belly towards the spine, push the mat away from you, and the chin tucks, opening the back body. So every inhale, opening the front body, every exhale, the back body, and move at your own pace here. Coming back to center, rooting through the hands and knees, and we'll float left arm forward, right leg back. And we want to reach out, not up as much. Just getting strong and tapping into our core muscles here. Keeping our smile as we inhale deeply and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Holding here for a few more breaths. Maybe you want to play around and you can bend the left elbow, bend the right knee, and bring the arm and leg out to the side. Maybe you can even straighten the arm and leg. And coming back to forward. And exhale, release. Beautiful. Let's come onto the other arm and leg. So opposite arm and leg, reaching out. Strong arm, strong leg. Tapping into your breath and using the breath to open the body. Engage your body. Beautiful. Then bend the arm, bend the knee out towards the side, keeping that ankle flexed or pointed. And then if you want to play around a little more, you can straighten arm, straighten leg. And then inhale back to center and release. Well done. Let's bring our hands forward and press back into downward facing dog. Taking a deep breath here, bending through the knees, the heels can float at first. Let the sit bones reach for the sky. Hands are strong, bases of the fingers glued to the mat. And slowly you can pedal one heel down, the other heel down. The knees can always stay bent and the heels can float. That's fine. What matters is that you're lengthening your back. And on our inhale, let's ripple forward into plank pose. Push the mat away from you. Legs are strong. Tail is tucked in between the legs and the chin is slightly tucked. Holding here. Building heat. And exhale back to down dog. Let's inhale, ripple forward again, plank pose. Same alignment cues. Holding here, building heat. Arms are strong, legs are strong. Bend the knees and hover the knees just above the mat. Feel the core warming up here. Keep pushing the mat away from you. And exhale, straighten the legs. Now you can bend the knees, touch down, bend the arms. The chest lands in between the hands, chin touches down. Ashtangasana. Inhale, Bhujangasana, pubic bone glued to the mat. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. The elbows can stay bent. Legs are strong, sit bones knitting together. Open the heart. And exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. One more time. Let's inhale, ripple to plank. Exhale, you can come down, knees, chest, chin, or down like a push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Let's inhale, left leg up. And exhale, bring left knee to left elbow. Push the mat away from you. Still heating up here. Then bring left knee down to left wrist. Then left knee to right wrist. Keep the leg floating. Inhale, left knee to right elbow. Hold here. And then let's place the left foot in between the hands and inhale the arms up, high lunge. Using the breath here, let's inhale the arms come up and exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms, opening through the heart, the shoulders. Let's inhale, bring the hands to heart center and just twist over to the left without using your arms to lever you. Just use the core to twist to face the left. And then you can use the right elbow on the outside of the left knee. Beautiful. Strong back leg here. Use the press of the hands at the heart to look up. Holding here. Deep breaths and smile. And release. So placing the hands down, shift the weight forward and back to downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, up. Cobra, upward facing dog. And exhaling back to down dog. Beautiful. Let's inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Push the mat away from you and smile. And then right knee to right wrist. Keep the leg floating. Right knee to left wrist. Right knee to left elbow. And then step the foot in between the hands as you float the arms out in front of you. Bringing the arms up. And exhale, cactus. Bringing the arms up, inhale. Exhale, cactus. One more time. Now we're going to twist to the right. So just using the core muscles Twisting here, keeping the back kneecap facing down. The back leg is solid. And when you're ready, finding left elbow on the outside of the right knee into your twist. Hands are at prayer at the heart. Breathing here into your twist. One more deep breath. And exhale. Touch down with the hands, shift the weight forward, pressing back, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, coming down, and inhale up. And exhaling back to down dog. Taking a breath here. And exhaling out of the mouth, relax. Beautiful. Let's inhale, left leg up, and exhale, step it through. Back foot at 45 degrees for warrior one, arms up. On your exhale, open up to warrior two. The right foot is parallel to the outer edge of the mat. Really sink the outer edge of the right foot on the mat as you maybe go a little deeper. Using your breath, looking forward. Right hand binds on right thighs. You open the left arm up and come into a side stretch. Exalted warrior. And exhale, left elbow to left knee. Right arm overhead into extended side angle. Deep breaths here. So touch left hand down on the inside of the left foot if you wish, and reach a little deeper into your extended side angle. Keep that outer edge of the right foot glued to the mat. Looking up. Beautiful. Let's plant the right hand down, left hand down, and just hop the right foot a little closer. And we're getting ready for Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose. So on your inhale, lengthen through the spine, and exhale, sink a little deeper. So that back right foot is 45 degrees. So the right hip comes forward, left hip comes back, and the inner upper thighs squeeze together. We're going to bring the right hand. You can have it on the inside, on top, or outside of the left foot. And we're going to have the left hand go straight out in front of us. Keep both of those legs super strong. Breathing here, preparing for revolve triangle. Squeeze the inner upper thighs. Feel the core twist as you reach the left arm up towards the sky. Turn your gaze. And smile here. For 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Release the pose. Press the hands down. Inhale, shift the weight forward. And exhaling back, downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple forward, plank pose. Exhale, come down. Inhale, coming up, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Wonderful. Let's inhale, right leg up. And exhale, step it in between the hands. Back foot at 45 degrees as we reach up for warrior one. Your next inhale and exhale prepares you for warrior two. Letting the breath open your body here. Notice the quality of your mind when you use your body and breath in these very methodical ways. It opens and softens our heart and mind. Left hand on the left thigh. Reach the right arm up, exalted warrior. Breathe into that right side body. And exhale, right elbow to right knee. Reach the left arm forward. Extended side angle. Turning the heart towards the sky. Outer edge of the left foot glued to the mat. And if you want to go deeper, you can touch right hand on the inside of the right foot. And breathe here. Beautiful. Let's straighten the right leg and hop the left foot a little closer, getting ready for Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose. So inhale, lengthen the spine out in front of you, and exhale, fold. The back left foot is at 45 degrees, inner upper thigh squeezing together. Using the breath here. And preparing for revolved triangle. So left hand inside on top, outside of the right foot. And then reach the right arm ahead of you. Squeeze the inner upper thighs as you straighten and make those legs super strong. And then twist up, look up, and hold as you smile. For 3, 2, and 1. Release the pose, shift the weight forward as you float the right foot back, downward facing dog. And an option to take a vinyasa here. Beautiful. Let's step our knees down and prepare for Ustrasana pose. So a nice front body opener. So choose your level here. You can have the toes curled if you're fairly new to this pose and you want to kind of ease your way in. If you want to go a little deeper, you can have the tops of the feet down. And what we're going to do, you can have the hands on the lower back, fingers pointing down or up. And we're just going to really root through the knees as we tuck the tail in between the legs. Roll the shoulders up and back to offer our hearts to the sky. The heart is what leads us in this back bend. Keep the tail tucked, sit bones knitting together, let the heart lead. As we open the belly, keep the chin tucked until the heart is higher than the head. Then you can open the throat, holding here, breathing open. And exhale, untuck the toes as you come up and slowly make your way into child's pose. Letting the forehead rest on the mat, or you can stack 2 fists. Let the forehead rest there. Take a deep inhale and exhale, just totally relaxing. Letting the back body open here. And slowly let's make our way with the feet out in front of us. And we'll get ready for Paschimottanasana, forward fold. So the knees can have a micro bend, toes face towards us. Reach the arms up, inhale. And exhale, hinging at the hips. And we just want to keep the spine straight and let the belly reach for the thighs rather than the head reaching for the shins. Maybe you can walk your sit bones back a little bit as you reach the belly for the thighs. And when you're ready, holding here. breathing through the low back. Inhale, reaching the arms up, and exhale, releasing the pose and pressing the hands behind you, getting ready for Purvottanasana. So roll the shoulders up, back, and down. You can have the knees bent, hip width apart or straight, and lift the hips. Feel the shoulders stretch. Keep the head looking up. Don't look back too far. And hold here. One deep breath. And exhale, release the pose. Shake the legs out a little bit. Smile. You're doing great. And let's float the feet up. You can have the legs straight or bent as we come into Navasana, boat pose. Warming up the core. Maybe you want to bring the arms out to the side. It's a little tricky. It's more difficult than I originally thought. Having the arms out to the side and then in front. Bring the arms up and back down. Arms to the side and back to the front. Beautiful. Now bring the hands to prayer. And on your exhale, come down into canoe. So the lower back is flat on the mat, but keep the legs floating, chin tucked. And inhale, back up to Navasana. Exhaling down to canoe. And inhale, back to Navasana. And one more time. Canoe. Hold your canoe. Inhale and exhale, release. So we'll do one more pose before we come into Shavasana, and that will be bridge pose. So bend the knees hip width apart, and let's lift the hips up towards the sky as we walk our shoulder blades together. Back of the skull is on the mat. Don't look side to side. You can interlock the hands together and lift the hips up. Holding here. And exhale, let's release the pose. Maybe give your knees a hug. And exhale out of the mouth. As we slowly make our way down into final Shavasana. So the feet can be mat width apart. Arms out. You can roll the shoulders up, back, and down to let the arms really open and relax. And then just gently rock the skull side to side, yes and no, to find that perfect center point on the back of the skull. And allow your body to surrender to gravity. Let yourself completely relax here. Let the face be soft, the body soft. Allow your body to completely integrate our practice. And slowly, you can begin to wiggle your fingers and toes and gently rock your head side to side, yes and no. And then bring the arms overhead along the mat, feet together, and inhale, take a big long stretch. And exhale, hug the knees in towards the chest, giving yourself a nice hug. And slowly make your way onto your left side, coming up to a tall seated position that's comfortable for you. We can bring our hands to heart center and close our eyes and take a moment to be so happy for our efforts today. For your outer practice, the asanas, the breath, and the inner practice of holding our mind on our intention, planting these beautiful seeds of opening our bodies and planting beauty in our world. And we can offer the benefits of our practice to someone we know who might need it. And in your mind's eye, you can see them shining and truly happy. And together we'll take the sound of Om. So take a deep cleansing breath and exhale. And together we'll Om. May our thoughts and our actions contribute to the happiness and freedom of all beings. Thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you next time. Namaste.